All right, clarity about shyness. This is the kind of the key part. When I was writing this whole thing, the shyness was basically the core thing I wanted to get to, and I just had all this other stuff to go around it. And as I said in the previous video, confidence is kind of the contrast to shyness. So we're going to get to that later. First, let's get into what shyness means a little bit more. Anxiety is a state of mild paranoia in which even things which are actually safe will be avoided, will be interpreted as potentially dangerous. Another word for mild anxiety like that is shyness. Things that are actually safe, we extra conservatively have caution about them. Shyness is about a lack of confidence in one's own ability to precisely make quick assessments of safety and danger. Accurate, quick assessments of safety and danger. If I'm not confident about my capacity to make assessments of danger, then I should be shy. I should be cautious, withdrawn. That's intelligent. That's a useful trait, a useful quality, to have that extra caution, get more information, be a little bit more in the background rather than in the middle of things, right? So get more information in a mode where I can remain calm. I'm not in as much pressure. Like, you don't necessarily want to just get thrown up in front of a group of people to, talk about something. If you have a sense of shyness or stage fright, well, if those are people that are important to you, then it would make sense that you would have some shyness about being like put right up in front of them. If people that aren't important to you, then I don't know why you would even be there, right? Anyway, so shyness is about a lack of confidence in one's own ability to precisely make quick assessments of safety and danger. Rather than risk mistaking a dangerous thing as something safe, shy people simply withdraw. Instead, rather than confuse something that is rather than confuse something that is dangerous as something safe, shy people will simply start with the kind of more conservative orientation that if I don't know it's safe, if it's not familiar and clearly safe, then I will presume it could be dangerous, which is, again, potentially functional. Based on a history of past assessments that were wrong and resulted in fear or panic or some other kind of injury, some negative consequence, shy people habitually withdraw in a constant state of mild paranoia or suppressed panic, moderate panic. That, again, allows them to slowly, gradually relax into an experience of calm rather than like hypersensitivity. Rather than confuse dangerous things as safe, shy people simply habitually reject anything unfamiliar. If it's unfamiliar, skeptical, maybe even cynical. They may eventually relax and withdraw their reflexive reactive rejection if they are gently exposed to something in a way that is safe for them to privately and calmly investigate it, where they can nibble it and just incrementally get familiar with something. Get to know, is it safe? Is it dangerous? What most shy people do not know is that what I just described fits the vast majority of the population. However, shy people wrongly assume that they are very rare, that shyness is very rare. Below, we're gonna talk about why shyness is not rare, or in the next segment, we're going to talk about why shyness is not rare. But it's really interesting that because shy people are withdrawn, they think of shyness as extremely unusual, and they aren't really related to the reality of, the various people in their midst. So this was my experience too. So what we really, when I say something like shy people, that doesn't mean anything specific. What we really witness is that there are degrees of shyness, degrees of caution. Um, we could even say complacency. Some people are actually outgoing in a way that's complacent, where they're not really sensitive to potential danger. That's actually, I would say, much less functional than being shy, generally speaking. So within the realm of shyness, there's a whole lot of people that are shy, at least in some circumstance. Maybe it's speaking in public to a group of strangers, whatever it may be. Shyness is just conservatism, and it has to do with being slow and cautious in regard to anything unfamiliar that might be dangerous. If I don't know if it's dangerous or not, then it makes sense that I would be shy. Now we'll get into, as I said in the next segment, why is it that social institutions go through processes and programs that install shyness and that mild paranoia in the vast majority of people.